The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of Worldwide Digital Broadcasting Corporation.
Hi guys, welcome to the Animal Healer today. This is Devin and Magic and my friend Keith. And before the angels did their channeling on Devin, he couldn't be around people. Keith, you have some scars to share.
There are a few, yes.
This dog was so deeply traumatized, and we're going to show what the angels did in the channel healing. Do you want to share anything about Devin?
Oh, well, they're both rescues, Devin and Magic. They're a breed called McNabb Collies. They're a herding breed, very highly intelligent, and need to be kept very active. So they participate in a couple of different sports for dogs, and have just been a bit to deal with on occasion for this one in particular, but they're both high energy dogs and give a lot of love in return when they're focused on their sports.
And how did you have to deal with him before the angels worked with him?
Everything is very cautious. You have to be very mindful about his mood and what may or may not trigger his aggression. So, but he's calmed down significantly and has been able to approach people, including some strangers, without
I love that.
without too much trepidation. So, and he seems to be enjoying himself a lot more.
Oh, I'm so happy, Devin. He was really a deeply troubled little soul, and now he's
still a bit mental, but
at least he's out. All right. So anyway, we're going to pick this up a little bit later. Is it so? Magic has come, and Devin has come. Particularly Devin has come so far that Keith's gonna show us some really impressive moves here.
well, it's partly the breed. They're very intelligent. They pick up tricks and things very quickly. Okay. Ready? All right. Bag. Magic bag. Oh, just bag. There you go. All right. Down. Roll over. Roll over. It's hard. This hard surface is kind of tough, huh? All right. Ready? Left. Right. Down. Down. Back. Good boys. Break.
Hi, welcome to the Animal Healer. I'm Sarah Stone. We're here today with Keith Brown, and the angels and I worked with one of Keith's dogs, Devin, several months back. And Keith, could you tell us what some of the issues were before we worked with
Certainly.
Devin?
He's very fear-based. He had a lot of trauma and abuse when he was a puppy before he was rescued. And he would be very aggressive towards strangers and just react very fearfully and aggressive. So we were concerned about that and wanted to see if there was something that could be done to help mellow him out.
Mm-hmm. And do you have some scars that you may have had before we worked with him?
Well, he was certainly able to inflict some damage to anyone who got too close. You couldn't touch him behind his shoulders. He was very fearful because he had suffered a lot of abuse on his hindquarters, so if you touched behind his neck, he would just turn around and bite to protect himself.
And I actually recall from his channeling, which we'll be playing for you, his actual healing, that there was healing that went up his spine and into his bones, which usually tells me there's pain there. So That's great. So now, how has he been since the Angels did their work with him?
He's been much more relaxed around strangers. He doesn't aggress like he did. He still has his limits, but he's much more approachable and much more willing to approach people. Before he would just stand off and be very guarded in letting anyone come near him.
Yeah, okay. Well, we also have a really fun little video to show you. But what we'll do now is go ahead and play the actual channeling that we did with Devin that helped him to really turn around so that he could be around more people and enjoy his life much more. Did you have anything else you'd like to add? I would like you to also mention about the things. Things
Flying Aces, yes.
Yeah.
Both dogs are rescues. They're both a breed called McNabb Collie. So if you're familiar with the Border Collies, these are Border Collies with PhDs. Highly intelligent animals, very active lifestyles. So they've been trained in agility as well as a sport called flyball, which is a relay race for dogs. And they love it. It's high energy. They get to go over a series of hurdles, grab a tennis ball out of a contraption that launches it when they press a pedal.
Yeah, those are fun.
Come back while it's a four dog team, and so the other dogs are coming in while they're racing out. So they love it. It's high energy. It's like being a soccer mom for four-legged, furry kids.
And what's it called again?
Flyball.
And it's right here in Las Vegas.
Yes, there are several teams. The team they compete on is called Flying Aces. We train at a place called Smarty Paws, which is up on North Rancho, and it's an excellent training academy for all canines, from everything from nose work, basic obedience, nose work, agility, flyball. Great center and resource here in the Valley.
That is so good to know. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
The Angels, what they picked up and were showing me it's always so stunning to me, amazing. This dog, Devin, was desperate for help because he's so smart. He knew something was wrong. And this, taking and accepting the Angels' healing, which he did, really turned him around to who he is today. And anything else you'd like to share, Keith?
Well, it's still a work in progress, but it is much improved. But what was amazing to me was having not even met the dog or my describing him, you were able to zero in on a lot of his personality and a lot of his characteristics and traits that I hadn't shared with you. So that was coming from whatever work you were doing and
yeah, the Angels just show
information
me.
you were given. So I was, I have to admit, I was very skeptical initially.
So was I, and I was doing it for years. I'm not skeptical anymore, but
So, and then of course the other thing was the relationship with another dog in the household you saw in the video, Magic. And while after the session, Devin even tried to initiate play with Magic, which hasn't occurred in many years.
I love that.
Magic is still skeptical and afraid from previous interactions. So, but at least it was a start where it was amazing to see Devin, let his guard down and want to play. So.
Yeah, he was so sad and just haunted on the inside. And as it's not uncommon to find spirits in a house that need to be cleared out as well. And there's a little bit of that in the channel, and it, for some reason, got cut off. Probably the spirits got mad, but anyway, we got rid of them out of your house, and that helps too. Everybody needs a good clearing here and there.
Very good.
Well, I'm thrilled with the results, and of course, I say every time, but it's not me doing it. This is literally angelic healing coming through and doing this work.
So for whatever its sources, I'm very appreciative. Thank you very much.
Thank you much for coming
And Devin
on.
thanks you in his way.
Yeah, well, I'm so happy for him because he was really miserable.
So were we.
He was very, just had such a heaviness on him that he knew shouldn't be there. And he was really desperate for help, and he took it, and we're thrilled.
Let's go.
Well, Keith, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for sharing everything you've shared with the videos and audios, and I would love for you to tell us just a little more about their, what do you call it? I'm looking at that, I'm thinking,
It's a sport called fly ball, and the team is Flying Aces, flyingaces.com. We're always interested in having...
where are they located?
Well, the team practices at a facility called Smarty Paws, which is up on North Rancho, up by the North Las Vegas airport.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful facility. SmartyPaws.com, I believe, is their website. So, great for dogs who have a need for high energy outlets and are willing to chase after a ball and come back to you. So,
Awesome.
but
Sounds like fun.
We'll train them. Some of them take longer than others, but it's a popular sport, and the rest of the resources at Smarty Paws, like I said, everything from agility to nose work to all types of behavior, obedience and behavior modification classes.
And it dawns on me to mention, there's so many animals that have so much high energy that get in trouble at home, and they need this type of outlet
Correct.
to get this out and enjoy their lives. So I think anybody who's got a high energy doggy, I would head to Smarty Paws.
Very good. Check us out, flyingaces.com. There's several other teams in town, but if you just type Flyball Las Vegas, they'll probably come up on the websites.
Awesome. That sounds
Very good.
fantastic.
Thank you very much. Appreciate so much.
Thank you so much for coming to the studio, and we will catch up a little later. How about that?
Very good.
Very proud of the doggies. Very, very proud. Good boys.
Well, I'm a little biased.
Well, beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in this week, and we'll be back next week with more information on angels doing their healing work on animals. Thank you.